Most Olympic athletes dream of seeing their face on a cereal box. Ryan James' wedding ended up on the FBI's 10 most wanted list instead. Once a world-class snowboarder representing Canada on the global stage, Wedding's life story is a dizzying descent from the pristine peaks of Salt Lake City to the violent underworld of the Sinaloa cartel. It is a tale of the giant who traded a career in the snow for a life of blood, billions, and betrayal. The rise of a prodigy, born in Thunder Bay, Ontario, in 1981, Wedding was destined for the mountains. With grandparents who owned a ski resort and an uncle coaching the national team, he was on skis before he could likely run. By 15, he had joined the Canadian national team, racking up world championship medals. The peak of his legitimate career came in 2002 at the Salt Lake City Winter Olympics. Competing in the parallel giant slalom, he finished 24th in the world. But as the Olympic flame was extinguished, so was Wedding's interest in professional sports. The pivot, 18 Carat Farms, Wedding returned to Vancouver, but the discipline of the athlete didn't translate to the classroom. He dropped out of university and turned to a different kind of green industry. By 2006, he was running a massive 6,800 plant marijuana operation at a property ironically named 18 Carat Farms. While a police raid netted $10 million in cannabis and a cache of weapons, Wedding slipped through the cracks due to a lack of evidence. It was his first taste of being untouchable. It wouldn't be his last. Becoming El Jeef, Wedding's ambitions soon outgrew local grow-ops. He teamed up with international smugglers, moving from marijuana to cocaine. A 2010 conviction for trying to buy cocaine from a U.S. government agent resulted in a 4-year prison sentence, but incarceration only seemed to expand his network. Upon his release in 2011, Wedding disappeared into the shadows of Mexico. Authorities allege he rose through the ranks of the Sinaloa cartel, becoming a high-level kingpin known by aliases like Public Enemy and The Boss. He wasn't just moving product, he was presiding over a transnational criminal empire that moved approximately 60 metric tons of cocaine per year, a volume comparable to the operations of El Chapo Guzman. Operation Giant Slalom, the pipeline to Canada, according to recent indictments, and the RCMP's Operation Giant Slalom, Wedding became the largest distributor of cocaine in Canada. His enterprise was a high-volume pipeline. The route, cocaine was sourced in Colombia, moved through Mexico, and staged in Southern California. Logistics, long-haul semi-trucks smuggled hundreds of kilograms at a time across the border, using secret compartments to evade detection at crossings like Buffalo and Niagara. The hubs, Ontario served as the primary distribution center, managed on the ground by leads like Hardeep Rat and Gurpreet Singh. A trail of blood and the dirty news, the Wedding Drug Trafficking Organization, DTO, enforced its territory with extreme violence. The U.S. Department of Justice eventually accused Wedding of presiding over multiple murders. The Sidhu murders, November 2023. A married couple, Jagtar and Harbhajan Sidhu, were gunned down in Caledon, Ontario, retaliation for a stolen drug shipment. The Zuffer murder, May 2024. Mohammed Zuffer was killed in Canada over an unpaid drug debt. The Medellin hit, January 2025. Wedding was accused of ordering the assassination of a federal witness in Colombia. In a modern twist of cruelty, Wedding allegedly used a website called The Dirty News to target his enemies. He reportedly paid the site to post photos of potential witnesses so hitmen could identify them for assassination. The $15 million man. On March 6, 2025, the FBI officially named Ryan Wedding to its 10 most wanted fugitives list. The price on his head, initially $10 million, skyrocketed to $15 million by late 2025, as charges of witness intimidation and money laundering piled up. While Wedding remained at large, his network began to crumble. Key figures were arrested, including Andrew Clark, second-in-command, arrested 2024. Deepak Paridkar, a criminal barrister accused of providing illegal services. Roland Sokolovsky, a money launderer known as the Diamond Czar. The final descent, the run finally ended in Mexico City. On the night of January 22, 2026, after a decade in the shadows and nearly a year as one of the world's most hunted men, Wedding reportedly turned himself over to Mexican authorities. The giant is scheduled to make his first appearance in a U.S. federal court on Monday, January 26, 2026. He faces a litany of charges, including leading a continuing criminal enterprise and multiple counts of murder. A grim finale for a man who once carried the hopes of a nation on his shoulders. All of us here at Respect The Jux TV would like to thank you for tuning in with us. We've got more great content coming, so stay tuned. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. Peace.